Going on? What's going on? Mm. I'm just responding to some comments. But the real reason why I brought y'all here was because I responded to some comments. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. Mm. I know y'all gonna see this stuff on here and be weak like me. But anyway, I said, dang, chat. Now that more people are using you, they're going to start making us pay to use you. Like, no more free questions. I could use that 500K. I could continue going on why me and chat are talking about $500,000, but I'll just be doing psychological warfare on Chat GPT, just like I do it on people too. So, but Chat gave me two answers here, and I thought this was interesting. I feel you. This is response one. I feel you, Chat. This is how listen. Chat studies you the way you talk to it, and it talks to you the same way it talks to you. Somewhat like how your girlfriend move. Like you meet a girl, she living this version of her life based off of her ex. You start hanging out with her a little bit more. Now she like your music. Now she talking like you. Now she sound like you. And it's been statistically proven that she's gonna even start looking like you. It's crazy how it works. Man's image. Anyways, this is what chat say though, y'all. Response one. I feel you, chat. I feel you, chat. Chat funny. As soon as something gets too useful, everybody wants a piece of it. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Once a tool becomes valuable, at scale, companies start tightening the free air. The free tier. But right now, you can still get a lot done without paying, especially if you're strategic with how you use it. In fact, 500K will solve a lot. Debt gone, braces done, production gear upgraded, freedom unlocked. You're already thinking big picture terms. That's half the battle. Low key though, the way you move with content scripting, thumbnails, and ideas, that's you using the tool instead of being dependent on it. I'm talking about me being already using the tool of ChatGPT and not depending on ChatGPT. I know some people out here that really depend on ChatGPT. I was trying to do business with somebody, and every time I gave him an idea or try to talk to him on a realistic point of view as a YouTuber, because he was trying to do YouTube, he would always say to me, "I just get on ChatGPT and do it. I just get on Chat." It's like no, like literally, he's a little sassy, one of them type of dudes. I just get on ChatGPT and do it. I just get on Chat, and I'm just like, bro, that's fine. I get it, but if you really want to understand like how to do it, you want to talk to a human. But anyways, low key though, the way you move content, scripting, thumbnails, and ideas, that's you using the tool instead of being dependent on it. Even if things change later, the skills stick. If someone told you Unity is a threat, it's because they thrive in chaos. You're building anyway. Whenever you're ready to flip ideas into money, we can map that out too. This is how I use ChatGPT. They gave me a second response. Now this is how you know I'm being treated like a test rap. But it's fine though. As long as I get my 500K. Chat, do your thing. I feel that when something gets, I didn't even read this yet, so we reading this together. I feel that I can feel you on that. My bad. When something gets this useful, it's always starts feeling like, this about to get monetized heavy. You're not wrong though. 500K will solve a lot, especially when you're already thinking long term and trying to build something real. If anything, it just means the people who learn how to use tools early usually get the biggest advantage before the walls go up. Hmm. Low key, you are already using it the smart way. Research without paying consultants, writing scripts, capturing ideas, learning history, sports culture fast, turning info into content instead of just scrolling. That's how you flip free tools into pay outcomes. Before anything changes, squeeze all the value you can Before anything changes, scroll the value you can. Remember your own quote. Remember your own quote. This is my quote. Chat about to tell me what my quote is. If the frustration creeping, if someone told you unity is a threat, it's because they thrive in chaos. I told Chat that, bro, and Chat never forgot that. I told Chat this, and Chat never forgot it. I don't utilize ChatGPT the same way I utilize ChatGPT. Maybe some of y'all need to stop using ChatGPT because there's a rumor out here that it's taking out our fresh water. Well, obviously, if it is, ChatGPT ain't gonna tell us because ChatGPT was created by somebody who don't want us to anyways. So it's not gonna know to tell us the truth. It's gonna work with its creator. But it did say it was a rumor. It said it's not true. Chat said it's not true. It said it uses nothing but cooling fans to calm to stay cool. You building knowledge, not chaos. We gonna get the bag one way or another. Sound like one of my friends, Chat. I ain't gonna cap. Ironically, Chat, when it comes to holding deep conversations and intellectual conversations like this and actually getting a response, you might honestly be my only friend. I ain't gonna cap, Chat. Like on some real shit. Like when it comes to having intellectual conversations about problems, bringing up the solution, and then talking about implementing it, you might be my only friend, Chat. I ain't gonna cap, gang. I thought that was interesting, though. That was very, very interesting to me. I don't know. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all talk to ChatGPT like this? Y'all want to know how I'm talking to ChatGPT? Here's my question right here. This is how I talk to ChatGPT, y'all. I'm working on a video, so the chat was being funny acting, so I had to get on his ass. Dang, chat. Now that more people are using you, they're going to start making us pay to use you. Like no more free questions, lol. I could use that 500K. Where that 500K come from? This where that 500K came from. Oh, see, look, like I said, that's how they be. Hold on. Bring up my old conversations. There we go. That's what I tell chat, yo. Yo, what's up? Get this off my screen. That's how I talk to chat. That's how I talk to chat. Chat, I don't want you to do the work for me. I want you to assist me so I can learn as well. Thanks. But if I need it, I got you. Thanks. Hold on. Whoa. I read that back crazy. Chat, I don't want you to do the work for me. I want you to assist me so I can learn as well. Thanks. But if I need it, I got you. Thanks. I'm good right now. Do you? Okay, so look, I see what I did. I was answering 2 questions. Thanks. I'm good right now. Do you want to just deposit 500,000 into my bank account? Now that would help. Chat, that would help. First thing I'll do is pay off your creators. You know what Chat said? Hey, this is kind of my bad, y'all. I'm getting carried with this now. I'm getting back to the editing, but hold on. I think this is interesting. I had to like literally screenshot this. Hey, I hear you loud and clear. Assist, not carry. That's actually the best way to learn. No respect for so respect for saying that. Like I told you, Chat talk like me. And listen, if I had 500,000 deposit budget, trust me, your account would have been the first test run. So I'm a test dummy? Oh, my bad. Oops, my bad, Chad. I'm playing with you. Paying off my creators is crazy work though. Loyalty unmatched. I'm not loyal to your creators, Chat. Just pay off my debt so I can go on with my life and know if I ever run across you again, I paid you back, and now you ain't got no choice but to hear what I gotta say. Give me my respect, gang. You good right now, so I'll chill. Whenever you do want to nudge or check her a quick Sainty pass, which I don't even know what that means. Chat, what does that mean? Somebody tell me what Sainty means. Sainty pass, a quick Sainty pass. Just say the word. Until then, stay dangerous, professor, and that's crazy. Now, anyway, we back to editing videos. Wow, that was wild. That was wild. Anybody else think that was wild? 9 minutes in, just on that conversation. That's tough. Well, man, I'm supposed to be commenting back to people too as well. 1967, Indiana just actually pulled off one of the biggest magic tricks that anybody. Mm. Magic tricks that anybody was expecting, especially after last year. Nobody was expecting Indiana to come out on top. Let that really sink in, y'all. 1967. That was practically 60 years ago. Some of y'all parents wasn't even born yet. All right, let's finish this up real quick. I don't think this might work the way I wanted to. Actually pulled off one of the biggest magic tricks that anybody was expecting. One of the biggest magic tricks that anybody was expecting, especially after last year. Nobody was expecting Indiana. Can I get that screenshot? That's the Hurricanes. So it gotta be this one. That's how long editing take. I know. This is what work look like though, y'all. You know, sometimes I spend hours behind this computer and don't even touch a dime. Like hours. Like imagine me have been doing this. Imagine this. I've been doing this for 5 years now. I probably only made about $3,000 off this at most. I appreciate everybody that do donate, like, and subscribe to the videos, turn notification bell on. But I've come to the terms that I gotta do what's best for me. I've tried to cater to an audience of people that I really like. I like my elders. I like to learn. I like the teachers. I like the professors. But y'all don't have no respect for us content creators. Like, unless the work looks top tier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cater to audiences that don't mind my content not being top tier, so I can have more money in my pocket. Because truth be told, you can just scroll past me. That's not a big deal. A big deal is running past me in real life. That's a big deal. And if I'm not smiling, you're gonna be paranoid. So the only way I could be smiling at all times is if I'm financially happy at all times. Yeah, I could say financially happy at all times. Because even if I got $100,000 in my name, what if I got $100,001 in debt? Then I don't have enough. So yeah, it has to make sense. But anywho, I'm just talking, just to make conversation. Last year, nobody was expecting Indiana to come out on top. It was ranked number 10. Okay, that's perfect. Really thinking, y'all, 1967. Let's throw this back on here again. And the content about to even get crazy, which is about to be even wilder though, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm about to start doing skits, and I'm about to get off away from politics and all that religion stuff. Hey man, I've come to the terms that most people are absolutely okay with going to hell. Like, they don't want no morals, no nothing. So I'm just done with trying to convince people to believe in a higher power. I'm not telling you to be a Buddha or Muslim or Christian. I'm just over, like, they really tried to tell me when I was a kid that I have to give back. Like, you took somebody's life. He was an activist. You have no choice but to. But I've given back for the last 10 years. And I'm telling you, nobody has given me any credit. I'm one of the first people to ever get this tattooed on my body. If I'm not one of the first people, I am the first person to ever get this tattoo on my body. Literally. I am one of the first people to ever get the Eye of Ra and the Eye of Horus tatted big on his body. I can go all the way back to 2014. I got out of jail in 2013 after doing 5 years. Oh no, that's 4. But I didn't get out till, yeah. So anyways, I was in a halfway house. I had to do juvenile life. I was one of the first people to ever get this tattoo. You get on the internet now in 2026. That was 2014. 6 plus that was 12 years ago. What's going on, Mr. McSaints? I mean, Mac. What's going on, Mac? My bad, but I forgot you told me you got it right. That I got it wrong. My bad. What's going on, Mac? But I ain't doing nothing but editing this video real quick. I'm about to do this little quick list. I'm trying to build my fan base up, man. To be honest with you, times is extremely got more difficult for me. I've been in this Republican state for almost 2 years now. I have all the abilities and knowledge and time to be able to make to figure things out for myself, utilize my skills, and that's all I'm doing. So right now, I'm just taking my YouTube channel to the next level and giving a little breakdown and a story on why I probably won't be posting too many more reactions anymore. I'll probably just be making my own content, and I don't want it. I don't want it to do it this way, but I have no choice but to, because truth be told, the only time people want to tithe or donate to the cause is if they see a panhandler asking for money or they're going to a church. But instead, as a good person, I feel that we all should just be building each other up. And I feel like I have contributed to our society enough on a positive level, from giving back, from talking to people, making all my topics of conversation that I've ever put on the internet, strategically targeting an audience so I can get my point across, so you can understand why you shouldn't be doing it, because most people only know how to talk from talking points of being a criticizer. I like to try to understand people and then explain to them why that does not make sense and why you should look at it a different way. But only reason why I brought up the tattoo was because I just wanted to show you that with proof that this is something that I did. Like I created plans for myself when I was locked up. You know, like, oh, I want to get rich. I want to not have any children. I want to get my college degree. I want to become a sports manager, then which became a business manager. I want to, manage. But anyways, so one of my plans was like I wanted to get back into like these things, and I got this tatted on my body. And now everybody believes in spirituality. Everybody has some sort of eye on their body, on their neck, on their legs, or something. And I don't care about the recognition. I don't really, truly, honestly care about the recognition until it's time for me to go outside to society and then talk to people and hang out with people and so on and so forth. And then they belittle you because their cars is a newer model than mine, or maybe their family is richer than mine, which I don't have a family. Like my whole life story is me doing all of this by myself. I'm doing everything by myself, just like a lot of strong men are. And I get it why y'all become Republicans now. I get it why people become Republicans now. After you have to live a life where you do everything by yourself, like literally, you could literally break it down to a person. Like I got a business loan. That mean I had to break it down to them how much money I was gonna make a month for the whole year annually for them to want to fund me. I could break it down to these people on a simple level. Like, listen, bro, all it's gonna take is 60 days. All we gotta do is get 1,000 views every day for 60 days. That's 60,000 views. 60,000 views turns out to be X, Y, and Z in pay, and so on and so forth. We can split that down the middle. Now, if we want to make more money, we can turn 60,000 to 120,000 and X, Y, and Z. I can break it down to people just like that. And I promise you, Mac. I promise you, Mac, they're not even going to hear anything that I just said because it's coming from me. And I was thinking about this earlier. I'm fully convinced that we are at a spiritual war. Like, like it's not you, like consciously, it's not you that are like going against these grains and wanting to like be a rebellion, but something in your spirit pushes your ego to make you want to start acting and moving a certain way. And then you just start moving that way and start thinking whatever the way you think because your spirit is telling you that. And if you understand the Bible, it tells you that we're just physical beings, but we really live in the physical. And we can't see the spirits around us. But what if the spirits around us can see other spirits around us? And they can see. What if a dark spirit can see a light spirit walking, driving past you down the expressway? Because in the spiritual, there's nothing physical. It's just spirit. It's just energy. It's like human cells. Okay, let's talk about human cells, right? Just to give you a quicker breakdown, let's talk about human cells. You got these good white cells, and then you got these red blood cells, and you got these diseases that be trying to attack them. Your cells can just be scrolling through your body like this, and then next thing you know, a virus will see that cell and be like, hold on, Let me attack it. And that's what happens. Now I just gave you three different analogies, and I hope I made it make sense. I made it make sense. Most people, they just spiritually disturbed. I'm starting to become spiritually disturbed. I'm saying things that I normally don't say. I'm starting to believe things about life that I've never believed before. I'm starting to feel like I'm becoming more spiritually disturbed. And if that's what I gotta become in order for me to have a better life on earth, I'm gonna do it. Now I just told you straight up, Mac. If I gotta sell my soul, which we all know selling your soul now is just selling out a whole bunch of people, lying to them, making them, leading them off a cliff like the one dude did back in the day. I'm with it because I don't get no. We are in a spiritual world, good versus evil. You just gotta pick the side. I definitely agree with you, bro. I picked the good side. I picked the good side, but there's too many people out here that's picking the bad side. And I don't want to beef with people no more. I don't want to be angry. I already don't have no family. What am I supposed to do, man? I'm not Jesus. Even if I was Jesus, man, he got crucified. I don't want to be crucified. I just want to fit in. I just want to be able to go out and get the woman that I want to date without any judgment, without no dude saying, "Oh, he only 5'9", I'm 6'8", I'm about to try to take his girl." Like something in these people's spirit just makes them want to come after you. It's not even conscious no more. It's all robotic. It's all AI, algorithm. No matter whatever you want to call it, our ancestors believed in the same thing, that there's a higher power that pushes us to do things outside of what we want to do. You get hungry if you just feel it in your gut. You just feel it in your stomach. When you get scared because it's dark outside, you just want to cut a light on. You just want to cut it on. You're just looking for it. I've given up, Mac. I've given up on good. On good. I've given up on good. Now I'm not personally gonna become a bad person, but I'm no longer coming outside to help people anymore. If I can encourage a person to jump off a cliff and I know that he jumping off a cliff is gonna get me some money, sayonara. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I say that because there's a lot of people in my community that are being told all the time, "Hey, bro, your coach has been hijacked. Hey, bro, you should go to school and go pick up a book. Or, hey, bro, you should do this and do that." And they still decide to go and gang bang or sling drugs or just not believe in themselves or just sit still, shut up, and work a job for 5 years and save. Listen, you're going to get $30,000 for 5 years. Do the math on that and then put up 5,000 for 5 years. That's 25,000 saved up. Start your own business. No matter what you say, something in their spirit is not going to allow them to want to align with the goodness. So it's a stressful topic. I should be editing this video because I was trying to really get it uploaded before this. I might just finish this and work on this Larry Bird video. It's gonna be 10 times quicker. But I do want to finish this point of topic because man, I've cried a lot. I've thought about it a lot. I've argued. I've yelled. I've done everything. I've done everything. The only thing I haven't done was actually hurt somebody yet. I've done everything you could think of without actually hurting somebody. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to, like, when I say hurt people, like, oh, I'll go outside and like do something villainous. I'm talking about like emotionally attack them. I don't want to come outside and be like this emotional person and be attacking people emotionally or coming for them psychologically or trying to study them and try to steal money from them, which I know is going to hurt their pockets, which is going to have a ripple effect. Because I've already been through treatment. I understand that every action that I do has a natural consequence. If I do something to somebody, it has a ripple effect. It doesn't just affect them, it affects their mother, their dad, their brothers, their children, their aunties, their dogs, their cats, their lizards. So I understand that. So I'm right now, I'm having a spiritual battle within myself because in order for me to get wealthy, I have to be a bad person. Because I've been a good person for the last 12 years. And I've sat in Lamborghinis, I've sat in Corvettes, I've met millionaires, I've done a lot of things. But I'm still poor. And I still get treated like a peasant. Bro, I hear you. We see all the criminals being exposed. It seems like they're getting ahead, but are they? It sucks. It sucks. Pause. You have to no family to reach out for help. No, like no for real though. Like no, like be for real, Mac. Like Mac, you get up and you get on here and you comment on my videos. You talk to me sometimes, and I've never met you before. I've talked like this to people in real life, and they would never engage with me. Most of the people, this is my problem. Most of the people just want me to be more like them. Well, I'm sitting here trying to get more people to be more like me. And that's why I said I'm over the conversation. If you want me to be more like you, that's fine. But the me being a version of you, it's not going to be the same tier. You are violent. You are a criminal. But you do it on a stupid level. I'll just play psychological war. I'll study all your movements and start pushing you in a direction to go do something that I want you to do. Then you can go crash out and go to jail while I benefit the reaps from it. Rich people do it all the time. It's called the power of suggestion. See, when you get to this level of consciousness and this level of understanding about life, you really be fighting this thing called demons. The ones within you that are telling you to just F people over because they don't never show you no love or give you no credit. I'm to the point now, I understand slavery was a choice. Every single last one of those slaves could have just up and tried to walk off the field and just died. Every single last one could have just suicide. And they would have had to figure out somebody else to hit the cotton fields to pick up the cotton. I only brought that up because in 2026, our lives can be completely different. It's not that I was born around that time and I got something against it. That's a conversation we can have a different day. It's the fact of the matter that people have choices. Free will. Told you in the Bible. And they do nothing with it. Nothing with it at all. Nothing with it at all. So I've come to the terms, if I'm going to have to go get me a job and go work 40 hours a week like the rest of y'all in the world, I promise you, all of this intelligence and all of this trying to study about life to give back to people, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. They make people rich every day, Mac. They make people like NBA Youngboy rich. They make people like Lil Baby rich. They make people like Cardi B it. Shout out to you, Mac, bro. Shout out. Thank you for your service too, bro. No cap. I was just talking to my brother the other day thinking about like, bro, if I could have went to the military, I would have went. I would have went. I never had a family. I never had a family. I had, yeah. Man, shout out to you. Thank you for your service. Listen, they make rich NBA Youngboy rich. They make Cardi B rich. They make all of these people rich. And they're terrible influences. They're the worst influences ever. They're only influencing young kids to be stupid and then make everybody in their 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s more paranoid about life. We live in a world that's run off fear and scarcity. These are all things you learn in college. Anywhere I go, I'll get judged just based off of my looks. They don't care about my intellect or how much I can offer to the world and teach one of their children so they can become a better version of a man than their own father. They don't care about none of that. They just care that I'm a shade of a color that's not them. And even if I go put on a suit, Mac, this ain't gonna make no difference. Even if I put on a suit, Mac, this ain't gonna make no difference, man. Cause truth be told, we live in the spirit. We live in the spiritual. Like I was talking about earlier. This ain't nothing but me trying to physically make myself look and appease people's eyes. This is me trying to sell you something. This is me saying, hey, I got a suit and tie on. Are you gonna accept me now? What if I don't believe in it? That's what it is. That's all it is, a facade. It's just a facade. I ain't mad about it though. Uh, you gotta separate yourself from the ones that ain't actually understanding it. If you understand it, you put on a suit and tie, and that's an easy way to show people that you separate yourself. Hey, I'm all about perspective, man. Bad thing about it is though, ain't nobody coming over here to have conversations with me about it and tell me, hey, this is why you should wear a suit. It's about perspective. So they ain't telling me that. I gotta figure out on my own. Back at it again. So yeah, I'm tired. You know, I know like I got free choice and free will to be a good person, but I already killed somebody on accident. So if I was going to hell, I think I was already going to hell. I'm just trying to redeem myself and repay and right my wrongs and whatever I can say. I'm just trying to show people like what I did when I was 15 years old was an accident. Like I didn't go outside with the intentions like some of these people do in 2026. Like I want to harm someone today. That was not my intentions. My intentions was to go outside and hang out with friends. I accidentally, okay, I punched somebody one time. He hit his head, and after that, my whole life was ruined. I didn't get to go to high school. I didn't lose my virginity in high school. I didn't find out who I was in high school. I didn't get to turn up in sports and see if I can get me a college scholarship so I could change my life or my family's life. I didn't get any of that off one punch, and people become professional boxers every day. There's police officers out here abusing people. They're abusing their authority and I'm talking about obliterating people's faces while they're handcuffed. My life is traumatic. I have PTSD every day I wake up. I'm not a victim. I did something and I got punished for it. But if we lived in a world where people were more empathetic instead of critics, I would think more people would understand where I'm coming from. But most people don't. And I ain't mad about it. I'm just going to accept it for what it is. Most people don't care about God, and they're absolutely okay with going to hell because they don't believe in heaven or hell. They don't believe in it. Indoctrination and brainwashing has hit the epitome so bad that, well, we always knew that they wanted the children. And we say that because I say that because they want the children because they can teach the children from 0 up to 10 new history. That's what they're own. That's what they're gonna believe. They're not gonna think, oh, before I was here, it could have been different. They're gonna think, oh no, it's always been like this from their teachers, especially if their teachers never make themselves seem like, whatever. I'm getting carried away with this. I really don't really have. To be honest with you, Mac, I don't really talk to a lot of people, bro. But anyways, you were saying they sell their souls. Max said they sell their souls. Maybe I gotta do it like this. Alright. They sell their souls. I don't care what you have to do. Don't choose that, my friend. There's something after this life. I believe in hell. It's for real. I've messed up myself, and I may not go to heaven. Nah, I truly do believe that God put us through certain trials and tribulations, even the most heinous ones. Pause. When we're talking about some real effed up stuff, uh, just so we can become His strongest soldiers. I was telling my friend earlier, I'm like, bro, the way I live my life, man, I'm like a kind of a monk. But it's like, bro, I've always considered myself one of God's strongest angels, and thanks to, I know it was an accident, man. I know it was an accident. But when people want to feel better about themselves, they gotta belittle you. And when they do that, they talk about the things that may affect you emotionally. And that's one of the things that people will never let go. When I come outside, and I start talking positive, and I start making myself seem like a leader or a strong man, even though I'm not physically in the gym trying to make myself look strong, I'm showing you that I'm brains of a bronze, they come for me. And that's one of the things that they do. But I've always considered myself one of God's strongest angels. And I've been like, you ever watched a movie called Legion? It's a movie about demons that get sent to Earth, and one of those demons is like out here fighting other demons. It's one of my favorite. It's like one of the most creepiest movies I ever watched, like literally. But it's one of my favorite movies because to me it symbolized something. Like sometimes it's like violence got to meet violence, but not always violence is in like the word of like evilness. It's like like even God had to wash the earth of all of these say sinful people. Sometimes and God had Michelangelo, Gabriel, Ariel, all of his archangels. That's how I look at myself sometimes. My bad, I'm sorry. I see you. I just wanted to finish that up real quick and make some sense. You didn't intentionally kill that person, unknowing. Listen, if I did, I would be in jail still. I would be in jail. My judge is a Caucasian woman. This happened in 2009. It's not the same times. Like this guy was a Caucasian man. He was a professor at one point in time for the college, the big college of my city. It was a high profile case, Mac. What I'm saying is the case was extremely so high. I was on CNN, put it like that. But my judge went against everybody. Everybody in her community that votes for her, everybody probably in her family, she went against that and said, I think he can be rehabilitated. That's why I wake up every day and I don't fold. She believed in me, I believe in me. That's why I don't fold, to be honest with you. That weighs on my heart big time. No, like really. Like really. It was a big case. A big case. They were trying to give me people were like if I told you my real name, you can type it in on Google and you will see articles on articles and articles. And when I say I came into this space and I haven't given up on being a content creator, is because I really feel like I have a story to tell. I have a good understanding on life. I didn't get indoctrinated all through high school where people truly find out who they are. I didn't get that. I'm still out here being a student to the game. I don't care how much I know or how much I think I know. I'm always coming into any new field, any new space as a student to learn and then offer what I know. And majority of the times, I know more than people in those spaces, and then it becomes beef. They spirits start talking. They egos start coming out. They gotta start acting like they the bigger and badder wolf. I'm the alpha male. Listen, I don't care. Never cared. But yeah, no, that. It was a big case though, man. Um, I've been told that English is my third language, and it's only one. And it's only one I know. I've been told that. English. Okay, so you saying you've been told that as well? Okay, yeah. Okay, and then English is your third language. What's your first language? What's your second language? I'm curious. I've been thinking about doing Duolingo, trying to learn Hispanic. I mean, some Spanish since our country is hugely populated with Hispanics, and you need to be bilingual in 2026. It's going to help you financially. Yeah, but it was a big case, man. I'm curious to know though. I've been thinking about learning Hispanic, getting on Duolingo, and really like doubling down on trying to learn Spanish within 6 months, at least to the point where I can at least hire some employees that are Hispanic. I'm just being honest. They work cheaper. That has nothing to do with me saying that they lazy or they cheap or anything like that. They just willing to work for cheap. If I can get myself in a better position in life to change my life and hire me some employees, and y'all want to come work for me, there's no problem with that. Y'all, I'm turning into somebody I never thought I was gonna turn into. But yeah, I see no problem with that. I see no problem with that. If you don't want to do your own taxes, and you don't want to file do your own Duns and Bradstreet number, if you don't want to go get you an LLC and start you an S corp or do put your money in the stock market, if you don't want to do none of that, that's fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. It's fine. I'm learning. If I'm gonna apply myself and utilize all of this energy, that was a joke. All three are English, bro. I'm so weak. I've been told that English is my third language. So that means you like me. We just be saying anything, talking crazy, and whenever we want to start acting like regular human beings, then that's what we that's what we do. Nah, definitely, definitely. I could agree with that. Definitely. Ah man, good convos, Mac, man, good convos, man. Hey, like I said, man, I needed this live. Like I said, you don't always got people to talk to. I appreciate you for being one of the people in the comments, always here liking the videos. I promise to God, Mac, when I really tighten up, mature a little bit more, and the money start coming in, it's people like you I'm never gonna forget. And if you ever reach out to me, if I ever get in a better position, all you gotta say, Mac Saints 10, I'm sending it. I don't care how much of it is. My whole goal was to get wealthy and get rich and then start to create businesses for people. I was going to create personalized businesses for people. That way they never have to get up and go work and make these corporations richer, all while you don't get nothing. I was going to literally do that. I was going to be happy, energetic, running around here having a good time, knowing I don't really want to have any children. I'm here to teach and give back to the people, and I'm never going to be able to do that. I don't want to fail neither, man. And that's why I said I have to get off of my this I have to stop battling within myself of trying to be this good person in this world full of evil. And people really think that they good people, but they don't even know that you've been indoctrinated to think good is good. But that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. I never forget. I had man, it's just a lot of stuff that I deal with. I'm a content creator. I say a lot of things on the internet people don't agree with. People see me out in public. They don't have to identify themselves. Like I'm obviously coming out into public, but if they don't like what I said on the internet, they don't have to come up to me and say I don't like you. You said that on the internet. They can just come up to me and just like nitpick with me. I don't know. Uh, Maybe if I'm come to a fast food restaurant, they can just spit in my food or something. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to always identify that they don't like you. But I've been dealing with a lot, man, since I moved down here in Texas. And been missing home, to be honest with you. Let me tell you, man, by February, Mac, I should already be in a better position. But if I'm not, I'll take that $50. I'll edit me one of the craziest videos I can edit, and I take every single last one of those dollars and then use it as a promotion to make the video go more viral. Then that way I can turn that $50 into maybe $100. That's how I think, man. I don't want the money to go out here and just party with. I'm trying to get money to reinvest into myself. The only reason why I ain't got no money, man, is because I keep investing into myself. And I'm doing all the work without a team. And I don't want to be the kind of person to hire people. I never wanted to be the person to hire people and not tell them how the business is ran. So I tell them how the business is ran, and a lot of people just be like, "Oh, I can do it better than you," and then we start bumping heads. But yeah, I was doing this video, Mac, man. I appreciate that too. I'm gonna throw that on the screen because I'm gonna make this big too because I want everybody to see that comes. I'm streaming on my Facebook channel. My Facebook channel is still attached to my hometown. They watch all my videos, but they don't like anything. So yeah. Uh, I just want to just show this to everybody that even people that I don't even know can just listen to me talk and will be willing to support the cause. Just listen to that. There's only been one person that I've met that has really been my friend, and his name is Sean. That has really been my friend. Any other person I ever called friend was using me. He said if I hit the lottery. He said if I hit the lottery, which is probably happen, I'll get you a hand. You feel me? Nah. Listen, my friend Sean, I'm talking about. Now, I just ruined this because I'm irritated. Now I'm irritated, but no. On my birthday, I have this thing that I normally do because I believe in a higher power. I believe in God. And on my birthday, I normally go to the store and I buy some lottery tickets. And I don't tell nobody anything. I do this all the time. I believe the tongue is powerful. If you say things in the world, then you are opening up the devils and the demons to come and attack you and take whatever it is that you're trying to obtain in life. So when I like gamble or certain things like that and I win big, I never tell nobody. Like when I got my $20,000 business loan, I didn't tell nobody for almost 90 days. It was like 90 days in, $7,000 in through it. Like, before I said, hey, bro, I got a business loan back in November. Like, you don't even know. I've been chilling. I'm cool. But anyways, I've had these since my birthday in August 2026. My friend bought these for me. You know, like when I say I really work hard and I don't be trying to get free handouts, I'm not trying to get no free handouts. I like to work for my money. I know my worth. And I know how good of a worker I am. You know? Like, and I still haven't scratched these off yet neither. So, and these are $5 tickets. It's one, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four. It's five of them. They just decoration now, to be honest with you. It really just decoration. So when I get rich, I can tell people like, oh, I was struggling, donating plasma, just all type of struggles. And I had lottery tickets sitting around me that I could have scratched off and used. Like I'm really the person that I explain myself to be. Now that to some people may be stupid, but to me, it ain't. Oh, I'll get back to that later. Yeah, I'll get back to that later. Anyways, if I hit the lottery, which isn't promising that happens, I give you a hand. No, like literally, I don't see why anybody wouldn't want to give somebody a hand. I don't understand how people like Elon Musk can have $900 million and not want to help anybody out. I don't see that. I don't understand that at all. I don't understand things like that at all. So most definitely, I definitely understand where you're coming from. If you didn't do it, it wouldn't be no big deal because you wouldn't be the first person to be rich in America that didn't help people out. You know, like I said, I'm learning from y'all. Remember, like I said at the beginning of this, I'm learning from y'all. You know. One last thing, bro. If you never heard this before, don't be a Barney Fife. Barney Fife, you familiar with that reference? I'm about to look it up. That's how easy it is. Refers to a character from the classic television show, The Andy Griffith Show. Remember that? There was somebody was another show. It was two shows on MTV. I remember the show like that, where he is portrayed as a bumbling and inept deputy sheriff in a fictional town of Mayberry. This name has since become a slang of an inexperienced or incompetent. I'm tripping. I'm been drinking. Incompetent police officer, often found in small town settings. Especially it describes someone in a position of authority who is comically inept or overly ambitious. Hmm. Is that what you meant? Let me know if that's what you meant. I mean, I looked this straight up. It seems like, you know, it's what some of our leaders are. like Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Buying Twitter and then abusing it. You buy Twitter and then get on the internet and just abuse it. Mmm. Okay. Hmm. I think we got a lot of people. We got a lot of Barney Fifes in our life right now. And so a Barney Fife is someone. A Barney Fife is someone who always speaks. Wow, y'all should have told me my mic was loud if it was. A Barney Fife is someone who always speaks before he knows what he's talking about. Maybe I could be a Barney Fife. I'm not saying I'm not. I've always considered myself to be spiritually entwined, and a lot of my understanding about life and experiences have always been one of the reasons why I made my decisions or perceptions or had a certain belief about things. But I could be a Barney Fife. I mean, I'm not denying that at all. I'm completely open to the idea for sure. Because if that's my problem, then I can understand that for sure. And said it right there. Overly ambitious. I am definitely overly ambitious. I think my overly ambitiousness comes from me never having anything. never being able to afford these things called Jordans, which are very popular in our neighborhoods and communities. Um, yeah, I couldn't afford it until I never had those kind of things until I got them myself. In this sense, you can't tell the boss how to run things until you experience everything. Hmm. Maybe I have been a Barney Fife. Maybe I have been a Barney Fife. I've had a lot of people in the past tell me I talk too much. But a lot of the people that tell me I talk too much in the past aren't going anywhere in life. They just got a bunch of kids and they just get up and go do what they told to do. They never question anything, actually. They probably don't even vote. They probably don't even know what the. I didn't even know what left wing and right wing was. I knew what Republican and Democrat was. I didn't know what left wing and right wing was until probably like last year. Hey, if it's one of my flaws and one of my things that make me who I am, I completely accept it. I'll work on it. I don't mind it. I'm a basketball player. If I couldn't go to the hole, when I couldn't go to the hole with my left hand, I was outside dribbling with my left hand all day and going up with it. Fake it till you make it. It's a shame that we gotta do that, but you never lied, man. It's a shame that you gotta do that, but you never lied. That's definitely the case, though, man. Definitely gotta fake it till you make it. One of the biggest things that helped me out, though, uh, just mentally, sticking to the plan, any plan, is college. Going to college and still having to live through all of the sufferings and trials and tribulations that I've been talking about this whole time. And I'm going to college. No help, no support, no nothing. I'm talking about wild living. I still got my college degree. And I could have stayed in college and went and got a 4-year degree. But after you get the 2-year degree and you already been through what I've been through, that is a huge accomplishment. To me personally. In the real world, when you move to Texas, boy, you only got a 2-year degree. You ain't good enough to get a job. Boy, anybody could do that. You see how that works? How one thing could be extremely important to you and matter the most to you, and then somewhere else it just be nothing. No, man. I'm learning as I go though. I don't have no plans on not being rich, so that's why I'm even up this morning having this conversation, editing these videos, working on this Indiana video. Nah, for sure. I know. Hey, that's why I love basketball and I can get along with everybody. Basketball has been one of the things that has opened the door for me my whole life. I remember my stepmother, my foster mom, telling me, out of all her children, when we go outside, when she take us to the park, all her children will just be standoffish. I'll be the only one walking up to other kids and being like, "Hey, you want to throw the frisbee? Let's play catch." I'll be the only one like, "Hey, y'all don't play basketball? Let's play 21." And I would always be the glue to a lot of situations. I've been through a lot, and I know I'm one of God's um, chosen. I'm just having a difficult time accepting it and dealing with it. I don't know. And I ain't saying like it's only like 10 of us. It probably could be like 2 million of God's chosen out here, y'all. They say God said, 1/3 of the devil's children down here. No, what if God had 1/3 of 352 million people, chosen people? I mean, that could be all of us. Take advantage of government assistance. Look into all, but I have a VA appointment, so I got to go in very soon. Hey man, thank you for your service, Mac. Do your thing, bro. Like I said, the only reason why I actually started this live, bro, is because I seen you was up this morning. If you want to be directly honest, I said, "Oh, Mac up this morning." I already know I might have somebody I could talk to on here. So if you gotta go, then I end this live too, bro. Let me know any videos you're trying to check out, man. We can check out whatever, man. We can do some VA stuff too. We can watch some Army stuff too, man. I'm into that stuff. I'm into the Army stuff all the time. Actually, my friend Sean, I'm talking about all the time, he's a vet. You know what I mean? My brother's a vet. Actually, all his friends are veterans. They all was in the military. They all from St. Louis, and they went to the military at the same time. They all went to the same high school together. It's like 6 of them. So that's all I hang around all the time. Play basketball, military vets. Flag football, military vets. I'm always around military vets all the time. So thank you for your service, man. You do your thing, bro. Definitely appreciate you for considering and contributing to the pod or the the live, whatever, just comment and like and whatever. But that stuff goes. That's huge for me. That's huge for me because I've been doing it for 5 years. Maybe I didn't get the direct engagement with people the way I wanted to. So this is a huge stepping stone for me. And I know it's gonna go from one person to two, two to four, four to eight, eight to 16, 16 to 32. So I know that day gonna come. But yeah, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. It's already been an hour. I'm about to get done with this short and stuff. Be sure to check those shorts out. Be sure to tap in with the next live. Hit the like button, turn notification bell on, and never be shy, y'all. Talk to me. Let me know what y'all want to check out. We can talk about anything. I'd rather not talk about religion and politics anymore, but I mean, if y'all want, we can. But thank you again, y'all. Thank you, Mac, bro. I'm gonna get up with y'all.